warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will explain to you the material of English for banking, but before that let me introduce myself. My name is Nurul Haz. I am a student in English education, exactly Cokro Aminoto University, Palapa. Okay, because I've done introduce myself, let's start the material now. In this material, I will explain to you about the bank. First, knowledge about the bank. Second, definition of the bank. Third, function of the bank. Fourth, type of the bank. Fifth, the important English for the banking. And the last, product and service by the bank. First, knowledge about bank. The world of banking in Indonesia is increasingly by development. Its development is not only in the country, but also abroad Indonesia. The greater development of the world of bandage is getting wider banking world network, especially in Indonesia. Global competition increasingly demands world development. Is banking on Indonesia to be more advanced, so that it's so important our role as actors in the banking world to participate in advanced. Bank is a space for us to do fee activities that crave demand. Second definition of bank. Bank is a financial intermediary institution generally established with the authority to accept deposit, lend money, and issue promissory notes, or what is known as a bank note. The word bank comes from the Italian word banca, meaning a money charger. Third, function of bank. Basically, the main function of a bank is to collect funds from the public, and its efforts carried out by providing various financial products and services. The collection of funds conducted by the commercial banks is carried out by means of time deposits, current accounts, and saving service. Four type of banks. There are many types of banks, namely central bank, commercial bank, rural banks, conventional bank, Islamic bank, government-owned bank, national private-owned bank, province-owned bank, jointly owned bank, province exchange bank, non-province exchange bank. 5. The important English in the banking. One of the important media what is really needed is a global language or international language. As all we know, in our international language is English language. English is expected to be a medium of listen and develop world banking in Indonesia. The last, product and service of the bank. First, demand deposit. Demand deposit are deposit with banks that can be withdrawn using a valid giro and check. Current accounts are commonly used because they are cheap funds, because the interest paid to customer is also relatively low compared to other deposits. Second, savings or saving deposits. Saving deposits are deposits in a bank whose withdrawals are accordance with bank requirements. This can be done through automated teller machines or ATM, saving box, reserve and withdrawal slips. The amount of interest on saving depends on the policy the bank concerns, but is usually higher than a checking account. Third, time deposit. Deposit time are deposits that have a certain period of time. So, deposit withdrawals can be made according to the time periods. Deposit types also vary. For example, time deposit, certificate of deposit, and deposit on call. 4. Investment credit. Investment credit is credit given to the customer who invests. For example, credit to build a factory, buy factory equipment such as machinery and others. 5. Consumptive credit. Consumptive credit is a credit that is used for personal purpose. For example, housing loans, motor vehicle loans, and others. 6. Professional credit. Professional credit is credit given to special customers such as lecturers, doctors, and lawyers. 7. Working capital credit. Working capital credit loans are loans used by customers for working capital. This type of credit usually only has a short term or no more than 1 year. For example, credit to pay employee salaries, credit to pay for raw materials, and other working capital loans. 8. Trade credit. Trade credit is credit given to traders to develop their trading activities. An example is to buy Mercedes from suppliers of agents. 9. Productive credit. Productive credit is credit the form of working capital investment or trade. This means that this credit is given to be rolled back so that the credit returns is from the profit from the business being financed. 10. Money transfer or transfer. Money transfer is a money transfer service through a bank. Money transfer can be made at the same bank or at different banks. Delivery can also be made destinations within the city, outside the city, or abroad. Especially for shipment abroad, it must be through a foreign exchange bank. Customers who then are subject to shipping costs, the amount of which depends on the policies of each bank. Considerations: in general, the shipping fee will be more expensive if the transfer is different from the bank. 11. Clearing. Clearing is the collection of documents, securities such as checks, and demand deposits. Origination from within the city. The billing process usually only takes 1 day. The amount of the collection fee also depends on the policy of the bank concerned. 12. Collection. Collection is the collection of scrip, securities such as check, bill, cairo, originating from outside the city or abroad. The collection process for collection usually takes 1 week to 1 month, depending on distance between the billing locations. Collections fees depend on the policy of the bank concerns. 30. Safe deposit box. Safe deposit box is a bank service that provides box rental service of place to store goods or securities belonging to a bank customer. Valuables that are stored using a safe deposit box will be safe from the danger of fire or fire. Customers who use this service will be charged a rental fee, which depends on the bank policy. 14. Bank card, credit card. Bank card, or more popularly known as a credit card or plastic money or cards that can be used to take cash or are used to pay for a number of items for cash, usually at supermarkets. Customers who use this service must pay an annual fee in the amount according to the agreement with the bank. Its forecast has a grace period for repayment and is subject to interest on the amount of money that has been spent. It passes the special time. 15. Banknotes. Banknotes is a foreign exchange service. So, in buying and selling banknotes, the bank refers to exchange rate, the exchange rate of the rupiah against foreign currencies. 16. Bank guarantee. A bank guarantee is a bank guarantee given to customer to finance a business. By using this bank guarantee, entrepreneurs get facilities to carry out their business activities. The amount of collateral issued by the bank has previously been assessed by knowing the creditability and prospect of the customer business. 7. Bank draft. Bank drafts are drafts issued by banks to their customer. Money order can be traded by customer when they need cash. 18. Letter of credit, LC. Letter of credit, LRC, is a letter of credit given by banks to importers and exporters that are used to make payments for their export or import transactions. There are various types of LRC, so customers can choose according to their needs. 19. Travel check, traveler's checks. Travel checks is a tool that can be used for payment at various shopping or entertainment tourism locations, for example, hotels and supermarkets. Travel checks can also be used as a gift to their relatives. 20. Receiving deposit. This type of service is the one most frequently used by customers. The advantage is that it's more practical and safer. In this case, the bank assists customers in accommodating deposits from various places, including payment of taxes, telephone payments, water payments, payment of electricity, payment of tuition fees. So, that's it, a lot of material of English for banking. I think enough from me, and thank you very much for watching this video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and stay safe and stay healthy in the house.